Good morning, good morning. It is Friday, December 21st, and I finally diagnosed the issue on the 460. So today, I'm going to get the 460 running. It is the fuel pressure sensor. I was able to get my scan tool connected, so I can go ahead and take a look at it. And I've also talked to a friend of mine who is a master Lexus tech, and he said, yes, the symptoms I'm telling him are exactly what the issue is. So today, you're going to be along with me while we get the fuel pressure sensor replaced. So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get these engine covers off now. I do have custom engine covers, and I've actually replaced the plastic bolts with the washers, and I have nut certs in there, and then I have the M5 hardware, so I'm gonna get that process started. It's a little bit different than normal, but once we get all the engine covers off, then we'll just start tearing down into the engine. Get the strut bar off. Drop these. I have dropped them before. Of course, this cover here is broken. I'm probably gonna have to just order a new one of those. You can still get those, so I'll be ordering a new one of those. But either way, what we need is right underneath the intake manifold here. So let's get going. Let's go ahead and get these air filters out because I need to get underneath these air boxes. Also gives me a chance to check on these little tops filters. And here is also some of the issue, like this connector is completely cracked and corroded. I don't even know if I can get that specifically. I'll have to look to see if that's something I can get from Lexus. Got a little bit of a leak down here, so let's get it cleaned up. I'm gonna find out what's going on. I don't know what's leaking. Hello, sir. My fuel pressure sensor went out. So.
Is that the diagnosis?
Yep. So, and without it, it kills everything. But of course, everything is corroded and buried in heat, and things get brittle. So, no, it's no fun, but
We get a lot of room to work.
they do once you get stuff off. But a lot of these connectors, like I said, are just so corroded on the earth, so there you go, brittle. The connectors break, and I don't really want to.
Don't want to replace all the connectors.
No. And a lot of stuff is just going to get broken and not replaced, like little wire clip holders. And I asked my friend, and he said, yeah, it's tedious, but you can do it. You just got to keep digging. Because I can't get this wire harness off until I take all of this off, and I don't want to break things. There we go. Well, use brake clips, I guess. You know what? I have a set of picks. So that's why people can't get this harness off, because you just have to, you got to dig down deep. Oops, don't want that touching, I wanted that disconnected. I tell you, how come I can't just drive a Camry and leave it alone? What's wrong with me, huh?
It's amazing how packed everything is in here, though.
I know. Back in the old days, it was like, what, 10 wires and that's it?
Yeah.
You could diagnose it real quick. Nowadays,
A few things that could go wrong.
exactly. Nowadays, you can't get to anything because I really need to get this harness off and out of the way. But it's only going to go so far because, like, there's wires that go every which way. Well, I guess maybe if I got under this fuse box, I might be able to, because I'm assuming it's just a bolt wire. Okay, this is when wires get cut. I mean, clips get cut. Those push connectors are a pain to get out. Another piece of the puzzle. Taking it off is the easy part. Remembering where you put it.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth?
Now, granted, luckily for me, most everything is going to. Well, why are we locking on here? Oh, are we still? There we go. All right.
Done before?
No, so that's actually because it's plastic. It's correct, and actually
The heat gets it.
the heat gets it. But I think actually when they replaced a water pump or something, it probably got cracked.
Okay.
Or when he did these So there's fuel injectors, and this car is also direct injection. So this is a high pressure pump, and these leak. So when that was under there, it might have, but again, that's just more cosmetic. It is. These modern engines, they don't, so you don't want to break any of this stuff, but you gotta get it off. Nope. Now, I don't know if I can order a new engine harness, because I think some of this goes to certain places, but like some of this probably just needs to be replaced. Yeah.
It's just unbelievable how many wires are going to so many different places.
Well, there's wires, there's computers, it has 2 computers just for the injectors, because it's, you know, V8, so half of it drives the other half. Okay. It's just these modern cars, and this car is very sensitive. Like I said, like just learning that if the fuel pressure sensor goes out, I understand it killing the motor, but it sending off it killing the ECU, so that the ECU doesn't communicate with the OBD port. Like that's, I mean, who would have thought of something like that? But again, I think it's because something that has to do with like how the 5-volt draw or something where it's just, it just kills it. take this hose off because things are hot and old and brittle. I was trying to take this hose off and this nipple broke off.
Okay.
And I don't think that's a separate part. But I found intake manifold for like $6.
Okay.
So I'm going to get it all the way to the point where I can take it off, replace the thing I have to, and then cover. All right, it's been a long day, but I finally got the intake manifold off. There was a lot of struggles, a lot of learnings. There was a YouTube video that I saw. I'll tag him down here so you can see, since I didn't go word for word, but let me go ahead and take you and show you through. You know, I realized, man, there's a lot of room in there for a supercharger. Maybe I need to start looking for a supercharger. Anyway, let's take a look. All right, so the intake manifold is out. I have tape over here. I've got some cloth stuck over here. The sensor that is broken is right underneath the intake manifold. It is that guy right there. That is a fuel pressure sensor. I have it unplugged. I haven't installed a new one, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed now. And then I don't know if the valley plate's leaking. I think the valley plate might be leaking, but I'm not gonna take care of that today. I got my Lexus Tech take care of that. So it's quite a bit that you do need to take off. I come over here, you got these 8 bolts, 2 nuts. Don't worry about that. That's the harness cover that I'm gonna be ordering a new one on. There's the intake manifold, you know, all my parts. Got my Tom's filters, engine cover. So it's not totally a ton of parts, but it is quite just tedious work. And unfortunately, I did break off this nipple here. So I'm gonna see if I can remove that, or I may have to just get a new intake manifold. So not the end of the world, but just be careful of that part. All right, so that's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, get back in the house, go spend some time with the family, close this up for the night. So it's gonna be a couple more days. I gotta order some parts, but hey, it's just all part of the journey. So anyway, it's your boy Keith from PMD VIP. Check out the next video where I go ahead and get this installed, get it tested, and then you know, we'll go from there. All right, everybody, peace.